Okay, so this is gonna be a video on how to get this TEDAC display to come up on your DCS, regardless of whatever monitor you have. So the first thing you start with is good idea to have the latest NVIDIA drivers. So you go to first, you want to make sure that your Windows monitor settings are where it should. So right now, the Windows is detecting both my displays. This is my main monitor, which is this monitor, and then my my little doohickey build is the second monitor. So as you could see, it's orientated right below. So this is where my setup is. Now, if you move it somewhere else, this is going to change. Or here, because depending on where this is situated, you will have to adjust your Lua file accordingly. So for now, my setup is just like this. So this is the so you have the x-axis and the y-axis. I forget which one is x, but anyway, so this is 0, meaning that this starting point is 0, and then being that I have a 1080 monitor, the end here is 1080. Now, if you go up and down, let me see. So I believe, I forget if this is, I believe it's either this is 0 or this 0, I forget. But anyways, point is, you gotta be aware of where your secondary monitor is. Okay, moving along. So that's your Windows monitor setup. Okay, next. Start DCS. DCS to a resolution that's covering your whole area of both monitors. So if this is 1080 plus, I think this monitor is like 600, it's going to be like 1080 plus whatever the height of the other monitor is. Okay, meanwhile, I keep my Lua files. Well, okay, before we look into the Lua files, just starting up DCS. So you go under graphics. Here, let me go back out. So right now, so if I was using one monitor, it would be just 1920 by 1080. But because I want the resolution of both monitors, it's going to be usually the last one. So it's set. And then here, I select my custom edited Lua file, which I'll show you in a minute. So basically, where is the Lua file stored? It's under users, save games. Okay. So I'm going to here. Your profile, save games, open beta. Then, let's see. Monitor. Backup. Huh. It's not here. It is not here. Oh, config. I'm sorry. So, okay. Config. I have a folder called monitor setup. Now, if you do not have this folder, just create one. So in here is my custom file. And I'm going to bring it up. Note, when you whenever you are editing any Lua files, you want to use this program Notepad++. you should use any Lua files, edit with Notepad++. Because if you use a regular text editor, you can screw things up. Okay, so this portion, you know, as you can see, it's simple, nothing fancy. So this is my settings of my center is basically the main monitor. It's starting at x-axis 0, y-axis 0. My monitor has a width of 1920, height of 1080. I'm not sure what these DX variables are. So then I have an aspect ratio of 16:9. That's just standard format. And then here is the parameters for my TEDAC export. So it's called TEDAC. In the last couple of DCS updates, they were able to, you know, support it natively instead of doing all this crazy editing. I thank ED for fixing the multi-monitor. Okay, so I set X for 50. You know, I could easily set it for 0, but because my monitor is kind of like a little tiny bit on the wide screen, but my little custom setup, you know, I try to make it almost a perfect box. So I set it to 50 because I don't want the image to show at the very left edge. But, you know, this is a parameter that you want to, like, play around with. The X. Now, the Y, because it's because my second monitor is under the main monitor, and with my main monitor with a height of 1080, I gotta set it for a variable higher than the height of my main monitor, because if not, it's gonna spill over or go past. Okay, and then this width and height, you could set it whatever you want, but I've adjusted my monitor setup for this to give me the best picture. Again, this is something that you have to play with. So again, this is my Lua file right here. For the most part, you could just take, you know, the built-in ones and edit it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close Notepad++. Once again, this is where my Lua file is saved. And I'm going to go ahead and close it. So with this selected, this is pretty much it. Just confirm OK. You know, once again, make sure that you are picking a resolution that's covering both monitors. And then your custom TEDAC file. Note, this is all desktop. Nothing to do with VR. Again, nothing to do with VR. So I'm going to click OK. Instant action. Now you know what modules I have. Live fire range. Waiting for DCS to start. Currently working on my door gun because I'm hoping that DCS Eagle Dynamics will support the door gun for the Mi-24 Hind and hopefully in the future release of the CH-47 Chinook. Still wiring this guy. Clicky, clicky, clicky. Yeah, my sexy grips. Not to get into that too much. Okay, we're still waiting for DCS to start up. Also have a minigun. I just updated the new NVIDIA driver, so this is taking a little bit. Please bear with me. This was my aiming station build. But I come to find that using a joystick is easier, a regular joystick. Hopefully one of these days this will get more use. More clicky while we're waiting. Okay, so DCS is up. All right. We'll put the load out. Okay, while we're waiting, go ahead and F2. Number 2 to get into the pilot seat. So you see this, right? This is pilot seat going into gunner seat, and voila, you have the display. You know, if you want to WAS the gun, not working. Oh, because I have to choose. What's that? Not. Damn, what do you call this? Oh, so I gotta write. And then now I can move this around. Okay, so there you go. Couple of minutes on how to set up multi-monitors. Again, thank you DCS for this amazing simulation based on the AH64D attack helicopter. Looking for the future updates, especially the radar guided Hellfires, and once again appealing to ED, please allow joystick axis mappings for the Mi-24 Hind. All right, thank you.